And Ezra and Zander were like, whoa, whoa, no. And then Zander was like, it's a good thing that I added a parachute. And all of a sudden, choo-choo, they all ejected out of their seats and their parachutes appeared and they floated down to the bottom.
And then like, Axel made Zapdos and started flying around on it and electrocuting people.
Axel made a Lego Zapdos and started flying around and electrocuting people. What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's Storytime video. Are you ready for a story? Are you ready for a story?
Wait.
Are you ready for a story? Whoa, yeah, I'm ready for a story. Okay.
Kidding, hockey too.
Okay. Okay, guys, so today's Storytime video is sponsored by two kids, Ezra and Zander. We're gonna see some pictures of Ezra and Zander. Let's see. There they are. Ah, look at that. See that, you guys?
What is he?
I don't know. They're like painted as a cat and something else.
A dog.
A dog. Oh, a cat and a dog, right, yeah. Oh, wow, you guys, look. That's them, I think, at Legoland. Check it out. Wow. Ah, look, they got a snowman. That is a cool snowman.
Wait, let me...
Look at that snowman, you guys. Wow. Did they make that? Wow, Ezra. Oh, you guys, and then here's them all dressed up as firemen. Look at that, with the fire truck. See that? Yeah.
That's Lego.
Pretty cool. All right, you guys, before the story, we're gonna learn a little bit about Ezra and Zander. So, Ezra is 4 years old and he loves Legos, you guys. He loves four-wheelers, he loves measuring tapes and drills and helping with renovations. He loves dancing and all art and trampolines.
And my favorite sport, skating and hockey.
Skating and hockey, yeah, and magic. And his favorite food
blading.
And his favorite foods are apples, snap peas, and chocolate. I like chocolate. River loves chocolate.
I do not like chocolate.
Axel does not like chocolate. Yeah.
I hate it.
Xander is 3 years old and he's Ezra's little brother. River's 3 years old. Hey, Axel's little sister River is 3 years old. Xander loves piñatas. He loves building with Legos. He loves monster trucks, Legos, making monster truck levels.
Building with Lego monster trucks.
Yes, well, he likes making Lego monster trucks, but always putting wings on them, like you do. We always do that. We always put wings on our you're gonna have a flying vehicle. That's the best, right? He likes surprise eggs, hide and seek, singing, and pretend play. And his favorite foods are broccoli, pickles, and lollipops. Oh, lollipops. Okay, guys, so let's get into the story, okay? Axel, you had an idea for a story, right? What was the idea?
Lollipop Land.
A Lego Lollipop Land, right? Okay, guys, so the story is gonna be...
Legos that were made into lollipops that you could take bites out of.
Okay.
They were candied Legos. Candied
Legos, okay.
Were made into the shape of a lollipop that you could eat.
Okay. All right, Ezra and Zander, candy lollipop Legos. Does that sound good? Sounds good, huh?
And chocolate.
And I think they might actually have
chocolate
that, like
too.
Lego candies. I think that's
milk chocolate too.
Milk chocolate Legos, yeah.
I love milk chocolate.
Okay, guys, let's get into the story. So, Agent Pikachu was visiting Legoland, you guys. And Xander and Ezra, you guys, were also there.
Wait, Daddy, this is funny because the kid in the last story was named Alexander.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah, the kid in our last story, his name is Alexander. So, Xander and Ezra, I wonder if his name is Alexander. They just say Xander for short. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be interesting. So anyways, Ezra and Xander, you guys, they were on a Lego ride, okay? They were in line to get on a Lego ride, and it was called Chocolate Lollipop Land. Yep. And they were like, Lego Chocolate Lollipop Land, that sounds strange. Oh well, sounds super fun. And they went, and they got to the ride, and they were in line, and Axel was in line right behind them. They didn't even know it. And they turned around just before they were going to step up into the area where you get on the ride.
To get a Lego lollipop.
Yeah.
Chocolate lollipop.
Yeah, and as soon as you got onto the ride, you guys, or as soon as you got at the end of the line, before you got on the ride, they handed each of you either a
Lego
chocolate Lego piece to eat or a Lego lollipop. And Ezra, of course, chose the chocolate Lego piece, and Xander chose the lollipop Lego piece, and Axel chose
the
lollipop piece. and as soon as they got their candies, they turned around, and Axel was right there. And they're like, Axel, hey, we watch your show, man. And Axel's like,
my name's not Axel. My name's Agent Pikachu.
Agent Pikachu. And they're like, oh yeah, Agent Pikachu. And he's like, well, what are your names? And Ezra's like, my name's Ezra. And Xander's like, my name's Zander. Hey, we should all ride on the ride together. And Axel's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
let's
but
do
he
it.
didn't know they watched the show.
Agent Pikachu. Well, they told him that they watched the show. They just told him.
Huh?
Yeah, they just told Agent Pikachu. Yeah, just now. Yeah, they said, we watched your show. And so Axel's like, oh yeah, you guys, that's a great idea. And so they went over to where the ride was, and there was no ride. And they were like, wait, what is this? And then the attendant there walked up and said, this is a very special ride, you guys. You have to build the ride. Xander was like, what? What? Axel's like, huh. And they're like, here. And they brought them this giant bin of really big Lego pieces. And they're like, you have to build.
And they were as big as the box the camera was on. They were like this big.
They were really big Lego pieces, you guys. And they had to build the ride. And it was so cool because it was like life-size Lego pieces. Axel and Xander and Ezra, you guys, they were like Lego people size. Like the Lego men size, you know? And the bricks were like the size of the bricks compared to the Lego men. They like could pick them up. They're like, oh, cool. And so they started building their own Lego monster truck airplane because Xander insisted, you guys, that he wanted a monster truck airplane. And
with train wheels on it.
With train wheels?
Of course, because it couldn't go on the track without train wheels.
Oh, that's true. Well, actually, the track, there was no track. It was just like a big, like, arena thing. And so they built it with monster truck tires, and they built wings, and...
But they had to have batteries to make it power.
And they had power deals. They had power deals that made the wheels go, they had the power pack, and they also had a propeller with a deal on it. And Axel's like, I've never seen this, like a Lego propeller thing.
No, I have. Yeah, there is one.
There is?
Yeah.
No.
Remember on the
helicopter? Yeah, no, I mean, but that really works. And,
oh, yeah.
And the attendant was like, beware, because whatever you make, because of your imagination, it comes alive. And they were like, what? What? And then all of a sudden, they looked over at one of the other people who was building something, and they had built a tiger. And the tiger started walking around like this, and they were riding on the tiger. And they were like, oh, what? And they were like, okay, let's jump in this monster truck airplane and let's go. And they jumped in, and the monster truck airplane, the propeller started up, and the wheels started turning, and they started flying up, and around. And once they got out into the arena, they started seeing that there were all kinds
of candy Legos.
Well, of Legos out there. Like all kinds of, lots of different people had built their own Lego creations, and they were flying around and riding around and jumping around in them. It was craziness, guys.
One had even made a Pikachu.
One had even made a Pikachu, and it was like electrocuting people. And it was like a giant play battle-ish arena. And
everyone was battling.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no, we need some Lego lasers. And so they put Lego lasers, like from the Star Wars Lego sets, on top of the wings of their monster truck deal. And they started shooting lasers, choo choo choo. And the Pikachu was like electrocuting them. And then they shot a laser at it, and choo, and it got the Pikachu. And they were flying around.
The Pikachu deflected it.
Yeah, the Pikachu deflected it, yeah. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you guys, a Ninjago set came out. And some
we're like,
green and blue ninjas were like, wah! And they popped the tires, and they knocked the plane down. And their monster truck airplane was going down. And Ezra and Zander were like, whoa, no! And then Xander was like, it's a good thing that I added a parachute. And all of a sudden, choo-choo, they all ejected out of their seats, and their parachutes appeared, and they floated down to the bottom.
And then like, Axel made Zapdos. and started flying around on it and electrocuting
Axel made
people.
a Lego Zapdos and started flying around electrocuting people. Okay, and
Ezra
then
made a lollipop that shot lollipop lasers.
and then Ezra, because the monster truck plane had gotten destroyed, so they started taking all the pieces, and Ezra made a lollipops that shot lollipop lasers, and Agent Pikachu, he was up on his Zapdos, and all of a sudden lollipop lasers started going, and he just opened his mouth and ate the lollipop lasers because they were delicious.
No, Zapdos did because he needed more power.
So you guys, because the monster truck airplane had crashed and crumbled, all the pieces were everywhere. And Xander, you guys, what did Xander do?
Made a lollipop that shot lollipop lasers.
Made a lollipop that shot lollipop lasers.
Lego lasers.
That could fly. He took the
Lollipop
wings,
Lego laser.
lollipop Lego laser flying machine, and it was flying around, choo-choo-choo, and it was shooting lollipops.
At the Pikachu.
At the Pikachu, and at everyone, and everyone was just opening their mouth, and eating the lollipops, and it was delicious.
And they were sleep bomb lollipops, so they made you go to sleep. They made your creations go to sleep.
And so everyone was just falling up and sleeping. And then Ezra made a four-wheeler, you guys, and was riding it around and jumping these jumps and shooting chocolate all over everyone. So everyone was getting covered in chocolate.
Splats. It was like he was shooting chocolate pudding, and it was like splat, splat, splat,
all over everybody. So you guys, they had a blast in there, and when it all came time, all of a sudden the bell rang. Time's up, everyone. Time to get out of the ride arena.
But the Zapdos wouldn't stop. It malfunctioned, and it wouldn't stop.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
it wouldn't
was tough.
turn
The
off.
Zapdos wouldn't turn off, so Axel had to jump off of the Zapdos, and Xander caught him.
So Agent Pikachu.
Agent Pikachu, yeah.
Agent Pikachu used a Master Ball and caught the Lego Zapdos.
Oh!
So now he should...
And the catch was, everyone got to take their Lego creations home. Whatever you had whenever you were finished. So Ezra got to take the four-wheeler home, and Xander got to take the lollipop shooting flying machine home.
And they kept shooting their parents in the mouth.
Yeah, and their parents were like, no, why, Lego? Why did you let them take this home? They just always had chocolate and lollipops from now on after that.
Until their parents had to demo it.
Agent Pikachu had a Lego Zapdos, so that made him really happy.
And their parent Agent Pikachu's parents were like, "How did you catch a Lego Zapdos?"
What? No. But
they were happy that he did.
They were happy because they used the Zapdos to power their for their electricity in their house.
Yeah.
All right,
so they could have never-ending electricity.
Right, and free. All right, you guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's story. Thank you so much, Ezra and Xander, and your parents for sponsoring this video. And if you guys want to figure out how you can sponsor one of our videos and get into one of our stories, check the description down below, and it'll tell you how to do that. And you can maybe sponsor one of these shows for one of your kids. And one last thing, you guys. Ezra and Xander's mom and dad wanted to give them a message. They wanted to say that they are so proud of you, Ezra and Xander. You guys are such good helpers and listeners. You guys are creative and funny and sensitive, and you have such big hearts. And they just love each of you guys exactly how you are. And they also wanted to say Merry Christmas to you guys.
Lol.
Lol.
What does lol even mean?
Laugh out loud. Ha 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 ha.
Really?
Yeah. Bye, Xander. Bye, Ezra.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.